Hey everyone, it's Jamie from Independence Street, NOLA, and I'm here with my friend Helen, also known as the Crimson Cadaverous.
Hi.
And we are here with our weekly celestial chat for September 19th through the
25th.
Okay, I couldn't see the rest. Okay, the big things this week is that we have our new moon and we have our equinox.
Yes.
So, but besides that, the week seems pretty quiet.
Yes.
So on Monday, the moon will be in Cancer, and it'll be sextiling a north node in Uranus. I always think about saying that. Okay. On Monday, the moon is still in Cancer. It's sextiling the north node in Uranus, which is in Taurus, and then Venus in Virgo. So
It's very Venusian energy.
yeah, lots of lady, divine feminine.
Moon in Cancer, she's right at home.
Right. So it's a lot
Very
of
motherly, feminine energy.
So this is a good day to kind of just like nurture yourself,
Yeah,
honestly.
self-care.
Yeah, for sure. So Tuesday, the moon will still be in Cancer, but it'll be opposite Pluto, and then which is trining Neptune.
Yes.
Okay, and so let's kind of break this down for people. So the moon's still in Cancer.
Yep.
Cancer is a water sign.
Yep.
Okay, Pluto.
The mommy, the mother, nurturing energy of Moon in Cancer.
Yes, and so it is opposite of Pluto.
Right.
So it's looking over at Pluto, and they're waving at each other.
Who, unfortunately, we love Pluto, but he's not traditionally the most nurturing energy.
Right, depending on what you see as nurturing, I
Yes,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah. If someone, I don't know. I was gonna say rip
He
the
always
Band-Aid off, but
wants what's best for us, but yes,
Yeah.
he wants to rip the Band-Aid off.
okay, yeah. And then it's trining Neptune, and Neptune rules
Dreams.
right.
The unconscious.
right. And so that's a lot of kind of watery energy, you
Yes.
guys. So if you're feeling a little loopy or sad, it's important to remember to ground yourself, you guys,
Yes.
on Tuesdays. I don't mean to say loopy. I don't think that's the right term. I think that's not giving it its just desserts. But if
Maybe
you feel
a little ungrounded.
okay,
Yeah. Maybe like you're kind of treading water a little bit.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yes. Okay, so Wednesday the
But,
moon.
the moon moves into Leo later on that day.
Right,
so
right.
we do get a little bit more grounded.
Right, so that fire comes in. So, oh yeah, it does. Like the moon does move in later that day. So
Yes.
then, I'm just blowing through this week apparently. Sorry. It's the iced tea that I had here at CR
Yay.
Coffee. It's full of caffeine and delicious. Okay, so Wednesday the moon will be in Leo, and it's squaring the north node in Taurus.
Yes.
Okay, so you have fire.
Versus that strong, stable earth energy.
Right, and
But with the north node, which is always kind of pushing us to excel, pushing
Right.
us past where we're at.
pushing us higher, and the moon is in Leo. So Leo is a not square sign. Leo is a
Fixed sign.
Thank you. And Taurus is a fixed sign.
Right.
So this is a conversation that the moon is having between them. Okay, but also know, like the moon wants things to be a calm conversation. Okay, because it is that feminine energy. And then also it's trining Jupiter and Chiron, which is in Aries. And Aries is a fire sign, and Leo is a fire sign. So that's
Yes.
where that trine comes in. So Jupiter and Chiron, like trining that Jupiter and Chiron in Aries. So I want to say like maybe we might feel a little
Fiery?
Yeah, it's like or tender-hearted, or
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, I think it might be like this that Aries, right, in Leo, but it's just this idea of that Chiron wound,
Yeah.
and we're not going to use this excuse as a wound.
No, we
We're-
can't.
right.
We can't make ourselves the victim anymore.
Right. So I feel like that's what's going to be happening on Wednesday. We're going to like starting to like realize like, you know what? F these people.
Yep.
Yeah. Things are good. Things are good for me.
And I think, whenever the moon is in Leo, it's always like a really like positive, fun energy. It's the inner child
Did
that
you know
we're nurturing.
my moon is in Leo?
Very connected with your inner child.
Yes,
I bet.
I am. Oh yeah, as always. We like to eat ice cream. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
It's yummy.
It's true. So Thursday, the moon's still in Leo. We're getting ready for our fall equinox.
Yeah, that
right?
happens that evening. And fall equinox is kind of like that bridge between summer and winter.
Right.
And of course, in summer, things are growing, it's bright, it's
Sweating.
yeah, we're sweating, it's hot, the sun is shining.
Yeah.
But, of course, as we go into winter, we start to hibernate,
Yes.
so to speak, and actually, depending upon what species we are.
Yeah.
But we're also harvesting at this time.
Right.
So that can be physically harvesting, where we're going through our gardens, pulling out, whatever plants have grown for us. Yes.
Yes.
Clearing through. But we
and
also could be
harvesting it.
harvesting the things that we've been working on for this year. So this is kind of like that halfway point in between the astrological new year and, when we get to the end of things.
Yes. But like you mentioned, the equinox isn't until 8 o'clock our time.
Right.
Seems kind of late,
Yeah. It's
But-
definitely, yeah.
but that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. Okay, so Thursday, fall equinox, friends. We move from summer into fall.
Yep.
We move from Virgo into Libra. Okay.
Sign of scales. Balance.
Balance, baby. I'm ready.
Right? That's what harvest season is really about, balancing.
Yeah.
Is, harvesting things, taking things, but also clearing things out.
Right.
So,
bring them back to their natural order.
yeah. So we're recalibrating as we've been doing
Yes.
for quite some time.
Yeah. So Friday, the moon will be in Leo. Will still be in Leo. It then moves into Virgo. The sun is conjunct Mercury in Libra.
Yes, and I think that's important to mention because the sun and Mercury are kind of just passion ships in the night right now. Because the sun, of course, is always moving forward. The
Right.
sun never goes backwards or retrograde or anything like that, or appears, retrograde.
Yeah, we would die.
Yes, that would be weird.
Yeah.
But Mercury is retrograde right now, so Mercury's moving back. So Mercury will be in Libra right before Mercury moves into Virgo.
Back
when the
into-
sun,
yeah.
yeah,
So-
when the sun and Mercury meet up.
Right. So Mercury's going this way.
Right.
Just bear with me. And the sun's going this way.
Yeah.
So they're passing. And Mercury, which is in Libra right now, is moving.
Into Virgo.
And then the sun, which is in Virgo, is moving into Libra.
Right.
Right. And so you had a good point about the seventh.
Yeah,
sign.
so Libra rules
seventh house.
the seventh house, which when you look at the traditional zodiac wheel is the last sign above the horizon before we move into the nighttime. Basically, it's like the dusk time is
Okay.
what seventh house rules. So if Mercury is in Libra, seventh house ruled, going to move into Virgo, we're moving below the horizon. So we're going from things that we deal with other people, Libra, social interactions, to dealing with things that involve ourselves.
Right.
So with Virgo, it's about our daily routines. It's about how we work through our day. So with this, before we have Mercury move into Virgo, we have, again, like the sun conjunct Mercury. So shining a light on communication and our thinking to go right into a deep think
Right.
with Virgo about how do we approach the narrative of our day? Because of course with Mercury it's about communication, and it's not so much how we communicate to others, but to ourselves. Do we wake up in the morning and say, we're not a great person and we're not going to do anything today?
No.
Or do we say, I'm wonderful,
Yeah.
I'm going to do all these things today? How do we on a day-to-day basis treat ourselves and talk to ourselves, and what narrative do we move through the day with?
Right.
So that's what we're reflecting on, in my opinion, once Mercury moves into Virgo. But I think there's, again, a spotlight on that because the sun met up with Mercury right before that happened.
And I just want to add to that as well as saying that that sun is your third chakra and it's that solar plexus. So
Yes.
it's really cute. I think that the sun is like throwing some light and like we're catching it and putting it into our third chakra.
Yes.
Our third chakra is yellow, and it's actually our self-esteem.
Yes.
And so the sun is saying, hey, you need to take this in with
Yeah.
you, and you need to talk about it. And that Virgo
Give
energy-
yourself a narrative that actually gives you a
In-
high level of self-esteem.
right, and Virgo saying, you know what, let's resolve this.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So Friday's a good day.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay, so Saturday, moon in Virgo. It's squaring Mars in Gemini.
Yes. Which we saw again last month. We're in that
Yep.
kind of energy with where Mars is right now.
Yep, Mars will be in Gemini for
Oh, several months actually, until
like
January.
6 more months.
I
I don't know.
think like 4 more.
Okay.
Does that
I'm
sound
great.
right? Yeah,
I'm
until
great with math.
January.
Yeah.
So, because Mars is going to station retrograde next month.
Yes. So the moon is in Virgo. It's squaring Mars in Gemini.
Yeah.
So let's just keep that conversation going. Mars in Gemini is still moving us into this idea that we have to communicate better. Like the twins are here. The twins are like making sure we can move out this old energy that needs to be moved out.
Right.
Okay. Because Gemini is mutable. Okay. And Mars is that divine masculine energy. in Virgo, the moon in Virgo is like, hey guys, how can we wrap this up?
Yeah, how can we move things along?
Right.
Get back to work.
Right. So you have Mars and the moon, which is that divine feminine energy and that divine masculine energy squaring each other because they're coming up with a grand scheme, a better plan. Okay. So then Sunday,
how do we use our skills together to get this done?
Yes, it has to be that yin and yang at all times.
We're not opposing forces, we're forces working together.
Yeah. Thank you. Forces working together. Thank you, selves. Okay, Sunday. Is this the new moon?
Yep, Sunday is the new moon. Yay.
Okay, so Sunday is the Libra new moon.
Yes.
So I'll be putting out a video.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is definitely very like beginning to rebalance.
Yeah, I'm excited for this new moon. It feels like a real like exhale.
Yes, it definitely does because we've had a lot going on.
Yep.
Uranus has been very active, so he's always
Yeah.
throwing us fun little curveballs.
Right. I'm just taking it. Ugh, okay, thanks.
And so this Libra new moon, I feel like, is here to just kind of help us get back on track with things and whatever that means, like to feel balanced enough to, again, like we talked about with that Virgo Mercury energy, feel like we can approach our days in a measured way.
Right. Oh, that's a nice way of putting it, measured way. And then do you want to talk about that it's squaring Jupiter and Aries?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's about also recalibrating our adventure that we're on.
Right. So let me interrupt you real fast. So Aries is fire. Okay, and Aries is the initiator.
Yes.
Initiation sign, okay? And then Jupiter is retrograde in Aries.
Yes.
Okay. So when the moon moves into Libra and it's squaring this Jupiter that's retrograde in Aries. So what does that mean?
Opposite. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Yes.
Opposite.
I may have said square.
Sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I think I said
okay,
square.
sorry. Opposite. Anyway, they're confused.
So they're looking across at
right,
each other.
they're looking at each other. So the moon is like, what's going on over there? Jupiter and Aries. And Jupiter's like, well, first off, I'm retrograde.
Yeah.
And Aries is like, I'm just burning shit up.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. Okay, so
anytime the planet is in retrograde, we're reflecting.
Right.
So at this point, it's as if we're reflecting on our adventure. And again, the rebalancing energy, the recalibrating energy of seeing how far we've come, because again, we just had that fall equinox, that kind of equaling out time.
Right.
And how far we've come, what needs to be kind of recalibrated.
You know what's coming into my mind right now? I feel like Aries is like the guy with the parachute, like ready to jump.
The precipice.
Yeah, and Jupiter's like, hold on, I got to pack this and this. And Aries is like, okay. And it's like, do I go down? And it's like, no, just wait, Like Aries isn't like chomping at the bit, but it is ready to initiate and jump out of the plane, if you will.
Yes.
And so,
and this is definitely very initiating energy,
right? So,
between the cardinal energy of Libra and Aries.
Yeah, both of them are initiators, so both cardinal signs.
So we're definitely initiating something. We do that anyways with the new moon. It's about beginning things, and again, that energy of rebalancing, recalibrating, like imagining that our scale almost does need to kind of be recalibrated.
Yeah, think of if you threw out all the garbage and then you get to look around and you're like, oh, I just cleared out all this space.
Yes, it's definitely a clearing out time. Again, it's fall equinox time. It's time to like kind of, clear the harvest, clear the leaves out of the way, clear things out.
Take stock.
Yes, take stock. Prepare for the winter.
Right. Yeah, prepare for the winter.
Yes. I mean, that's what we're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I think that kind of sums it up for the week. I think the whole week is really just about rebalancing. That Libra energy comes in and it's like, all right, hold on. Let's see where it's not balancing out.
Right. And
at this point, to a balance point.
Right. And this point, you guys are going to know what has been cleared out.
Yes.
Right. So then it's just time to like take those deep breaths, grab that sun, put it in that third chakra, rebalance. That new moon is when that divine masculine and feminine are together, and that is conception. So, good week. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, as always, you guys can find her on the IG at the Crimson Cadaverous, as well on the YouTubes.
Yes.
Right, and same with me, but I'm under Independent Street Nola. Okay, see you guys next time.
Bye.